It's Women's. I'm Andy, and I'm George, and welcome back to the Windmill of Courses. Okay, so we wanted to take the moment because a bunch of humans from a band we really like decided to start another band we hope we'll really like. And this is the first ever single by a band called Cailleach Calling, and I hope we're saying that right.
Yes.
So this is Tony Thomas and Chelsea Murphy from Dawn of Ouroboros, and drums by one Yuri Kononov from White Ward, and we don't know White Ward, but
I think I've heard a bit. I think they're like a symphonic doomish black metal band or something like that. They're the kind of thing Zenoir from Neo Obliviscaris would listen to, and I know a lot of Neo fans like them a lot.
Okay, so this is intriguing, and since we're sitting here when it came out, we decided to take the chance at it.
Yeah, and as for Dawn of Ouroboros, personally, I think they are, and I have no doubt in saying this, the best post-black metal band I've heard out there. Although they're more like extreme progressive, maybe a bit of progressive death metal going on in there. Well, it's a really cool mix. But as far as anything that can be labeled post-black, this band is the best as far as I'm concerned. And their album was in my top 10 in 2020 when it came out. So if you want to check that out, we strongly recommend it. But now we're going to be checking out their new project. And the new song is called Bound by Neon. It's 8 minutes long. And it has skyscrapers on the background.
Skyscrapers and black metal should be a weird combo, so let's see.
I have no idea where this is going to go. Why are you waiting?
No! From the debut album Dreams of Fragmentation, which I think is coming in March. Yeah. Okay, let's take a pause. The holy unholy bananas! It's a lot more like black metal than Dawn. But it's also kind of dreamy.
The shimmery, dreamy, stargazy, torturous bananas.
Yes! Yes, like really yes.
This is like...
You know, some of the like shimmery effects and those echoey lead guitar melodies almost sound like alien abduction music.
Yeah,
so it's got this mystery to it. It's so cool and kind of cathartic, and the vocals almost sound like a bit DSBM, I'd say.
Yeah,
a bit. I wouldn't really use that label casually because it tends to be really, really extreme, but I get a bit of that vibe. Dawn is still further up my alley because it's more dynamic and stuff.
Yeah, and it's not this black, like when it goes to this level of lo-fi and muffled, it starts to get out of our comfort zone. But I love what they're doing with it, texture and atmosphere-wise. Because all of black metal that's like raw, like this, is like recorded in the shed in Norway.
You know, it's actually plausible that they flew to Norway and rented one.
Yeah, you see, so to make my point, it's like recorded in a shed in Norway, or it's some sort of organic folk black metal stuff, or whatever. So it's always got this nature, raw, dirty feeling to it. Now look at that cover artwork. That's none of that. But the music still has that. So as far as I'm concerned, this is as if you flew a shed from Norway and landed it in Manhattan.
Yeah. And it's also got a bit of a spacey vibe, I'd say.
Yeah, so that's the thing. With the spacey vibe, with the electronic tweaky alien effects, it does fit with the urban imagery, and it does fit with the modern sound. And then the whole black metalish stuff, I would say, is the upper part of the cover artwork.
Yeah.
Because that's like the post-metal or post-black metal aesthetic, right? The stargazy stuff. So it's like, I don't know, it's such a weird mix of the two.
Yeah, it's got this like, it creates this vivid imagery in your head.
The part that I'm a bit saddened about is, so far I don't think we heard any cleans.
Yeah, and I think it would actually work with this sort of atmospheric kind of, yeah.
As far as atmosphere goes, her cleans I think would fit in really well into this, but we have still 3.5 minutes to go, so let's stay hopeful.
What? Yes. For a minute there, I forgot I was on camera.
Me too. I just zoned out here at the end.
Okay, so we were saying about how we might get some cleans. We got total, complete, terrifying opposite of that.
Yeah, it's like... It was pretty aggressive, but because of the production, it still felt more like atmospheric and like toned down. But then when that blast beat slammed, it was like all of a sudden I was like,
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
You know what I think is really cool about this sort of style of black metal drumming? If you have the constant blasting and also on the cymbal, and it's under the raw production, it kind of gets muffled and you don't really hear the strikes that well.
Yeah.
But then when he hits the bell on the cymbal, that kind of shines out of that chaos. That's a really cool touch that I like about black metal drumming. So, and we could see that here really well. Jesus, this is some like hyper cathartic stuff, which seems to be generally what they do and what they go for.
This was really interesting.
Okay. I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah, So if you enjoyed this reaction, we greatly appreciate the likes and shares. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe with bells on.
Thank you very much for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'd love to see you back at the Windmill very soon. Come see you out.